alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, even better.
Here's Money. Following the score by Miles Turner. For three, Richardson. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
Yeah, no doubt the defense had better play a little tighter.
Here we go, Pacers fans. Now coming onto the court.
And the Pacers call time here.
All right, fans, that was your Pace Mates. Let's let them know how great they were and make some noise.
Here is Miles. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Kicks it to Stuckey. And the rejection by Stoudemire. Winslow, the pass, the ball. That's tipped. Now here is Hill. A 17-point game for him in the win against Boston.
And also give him credit for his ability to pass the basketball. He was always looking for the open man.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number one right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Stoudemire, no good.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
The drive by Hill from deep. Miles. Out to Stuckey. Goes back up. Stuckey with another miss.
He worked himself into a really good position there, right near the basket. That's the look he wanted.
Johnson, a wide open look. No good on the buzzer beater.
And now, let's hear it for your Pace Mates. Here we go.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
Just almost an intimidating factor when you're able to go out and consistently come up with the block shots like they have defensively.
Well, what happens is shooters begin to start looking for the shot block, and it does intimidate them.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Miami, Dang and Bosh, your small and power forwards. Money out there with Mr. Clutch. And it's the bulldozer in at the center, locking down the middle. Here's George after the Heat pick up two. Here's Ellis. Again, the miss by Ellis.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Mr. Clutch, the pass the ball. From outside, off the mark.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier. Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
To the paint, here's the bulldozer. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. The first free throw is good.
At the line for the Pacers, the bulldozer.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
And there's the call on Bosh. That's his first foul. And so it's Indiana with it. 6-point game. And George, here we go. Can't get it to go. Ellis with some nice deep. Pacers have gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Stuckey outside. That three off the mark. The Heat leading by 6.
Just some amazing stats put up by Chris Bosh early in his career. But having been in the shadow of LeBron and D. Wade over the past few seasons, one wonders if Bosh is now a little bit underrated. He's talented and gives you everything you want from the power forward spot.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Dishes to Dang. Here's Mr. Clutch. He's got 7. From deep three-point range, good. Mr. Clutch has got 10 points.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
They set the pick. Nobody near George. Sinks the three-pointer. He has 7.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Here's Mr. Clutch. 10 points for him. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Mr. Clutch has got 5 points now in the quarter. Ellis outside. Oh, that's blocked. They get it back. Shot is good, and the Heat's lead is cut down to just 6 points in the bucket from George. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. The pass to the Bulldozer. The kick out to Bosch. Here's Ball. Good, it's Bosch picking up the assist. Money's got the lead up to 9 now for the Heat.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
On the wing, Stuckey. And it's Miami with the rebound. Mr. Clutch has got 6 rebounds in the game. George, that's a 2-pointer. The shot is off. And Miami the other way now. This game against Indiana, the first time they've met this year.
And they lost the season series against this squad last year, so trying to bounce back here tonight.
Yeah, and 2 mid-tier teams trying to get a leg up in the conference, guys. We'll see what happens.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
We've seen Money really having a great game.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Mahinmi. Hill comes in for Lavoy Allen. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for George. And it's Hill in for Rodney Stuckey. And a new group in for the Heat. Stoudemire's checked in for the Bulldozer. Johnson comes in for Chris Bosh. Winslow's checked in for Luol Deng. And it's Richardson in for Money.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
And here's Winslow. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. But they recover it. Tries again. Stoudemire, and that is good. And the Heat lead by 11.
They've owned the offensive glass here in the second.
And making a point of getting in there and vying for missed shots.
The drive by Hill. And he banks in the layup.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Johnson dishes to Stoudemire. Kicks it out to Richardson. Stoudemire, the screen. Here's Mr. Clutch. Off target from three-point range.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
Richardson kicks to Stoudemire. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Pacers trail by 9. Outside Hill. He dishes it to Turner. Stoudemire grabs the miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Mr. Clutch. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash.
Look at that jam. Wow. I mean, just beautiful.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Stoudemire, no good. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Turner with a screen on Richardson. Hill drives in. From deep, Miles. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Miles has got 5 points so far.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Winslow kicks to Johnson. Hill pulls it in. Hill's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Pass to Turner. From 12 feet out. Good on the shot. 9 points in the game so far.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Here's Mr. Clutch. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nailed. And that does it for the first half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. Their biggest lead during the opening period was 5. They showed their superiority in the second quarter and got well out in front, taking a 9-point lead into the locker room at the half. Let's hear from you, Shaq, on the Heat first half.
Well, in terms of running a smooth, efficient offense, they've been as good as it gets. The looks they've created have been high percentage. The ball is moving, guys are rotating. That's what got them those good looks, Ernie. And this is the reason they got that nice lead.
Kenny, what did you think about Indiana?
Well, right now, they're getting a little embarrassed on the defensive end. They got outshot in the first half. But that's because no one put their foot down on defense to stop it. So in the second half, they need to play much more disruptive defense.
And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter to begin. We will see you after.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. What can you say, Mr. Clutch? An impressive effort here today.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in...
We found the answer for him. I don't know if there is an answer for him, quite honestly.
With Mahinmi. Then it's George Hill, and it's George in at the 3 slot. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel. And that's a foul called on Money. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
They set the pick. Mahinmi. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
The Pacers have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. And he's good on the second. Here's Money. On the wing, Dang. Fires from 18. Nice jump shot. Good. Dang's got his first basket of the night. Pacers trail by 8. Over in the corner, Ellis. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got 4 assists in the game.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass it.
Ball, the pass to Bosch. And he gets the bucket. Bosch has got his first points of the game.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
Hill dishes to Ellis. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
You know, I can think of one way to describe George Hill. It's the culmination of several attributes. I mean, he comes from the school of Popovich, plays under control, always in the right place defensively. The way I describe him is just steady.
An interesting thing about George Hill, he was traded from the Spurs to the Pacers a few years back. Many people were surprised the Spurs would Even trade a valuable veteran when they were trying to win a championship. But who did they trade him for? Kawhi Leonard. A pretty good deal.
Well, you know, Hill is really solid. He knocks down open shots, can run the offense or play off the ball equally well. I think he's a terrific combo guard. Gives you a little bit of everything and does it in a professional way. And that's typically what attracts him to other teams.
On defense, Miami. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's Allen. Lays it up and banks it in. Allen's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, I tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Here's Ball.
Yeah. I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. They get the rebound. Allen. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Passes it to Ball. Here's Mr. Clutch. He's guarded by Hill. Hill pulls it in. Pacers trail by 4. On the wing, Ellis. He's got 5. The shot is off. And it's Miami the other way.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup. So I'd agree with you there, Greg.
Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Monte Ellis.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Hill kicks to George. Rebound by the Heat. The Bulldozers got his 5th rebound in this one. And that one's good. And that's now 21 points for Mr. Clutch.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Pick up by Hill. They set the screen. Stolen by Bosch. And now it's Dang running. Here we go, all the way.
Agility leads to thievery there as he's got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And Clark, that's been the story of this game so far. I mean, they cannot hand over any more easy points in the open floor. Yeah, you can see they've gave up a lot of points here in this run, and he just wants to break the momentum before this thing gets out of hand.
And, you know, that's a huge part of a coach's job, making sure you keep your guys in the best position possible at all times. So I like this timeout.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. You look at Mr. Clutch, he's really been playing well.
He's definitely rolling offensively. You might not be able to stop him, but you've got to find a way to contain him.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Frank Vogel addressing his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Allen. Coach emphasized getting him as many touches as possible, saying he is going to be one of the guys to carry us the rest of the way. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the 4th quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Now, here is Hill. Defense right on him. Here's the screen. He kicks to Allen. Here's Mahimi, and he jams it with authority.
And gobbled up that rebound and went straight into attack mode on the putback.
He is one of the most determined rebounders, Clark, we have got in the NBA.
Yeah, you're calling it right, Kevin. I mean, he gets so many second-chance points because of how hard he works to get to the rebound.
A clear look for George. The shot, no good. And Miami the other way now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Took him no time at all on that one. And it's 8 points for the Bulldozer. Pacers trail by 8. Outside, George. And that one's good.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
You know, if you're looking to build a small forward and there wasn't a LeBron James template, you might go with PG, Paul George. Height, length, athleticism, that combination off the charts with him. And he's got a nice, unflappable demeanor, too.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Mahimi, and it's Hill in for Lavoy Allen. Then for the Heat, Stoudemire's checked in for Bosch. Johnson comes in for Luol Deng. And it's Richardson in for Mr. Clutch. On the inbound, and it's good on the layup. And that's now 10 points for the Bulldozer. Yeah, talking about Paul George, a big part of his dominance, his attitude. He doesn't yell or pump his fist. He's really the quiet assassin.
Yeah, once he maxes out in the weight room, which he will, now that he's in his mid-20s, I think he's going to be an Adonis. I mean, exactly the kind of physique you're looking for in a prototype at the small forward.
Six to shoot. Turner passes to Hill. Fires the three. Hill, no good.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
It's stolen by Johnson. Here's the Bulldozer. 10 points for him. He shoots again, and the layup is good. The Bulldozers got 12 in the game. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Miami.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
They have, but you also can't overlook how well they defended the rim, as they've challenged every shot and also gotten quite a few blocks as well.
C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Indiana. Winslow's checked in for Miami. Mr. Clutch comes in for Richardson. Hill sets the screen for Stuckey. It's blocked. 1:27 left in the third quarter. Now here's Hill, the fast break opportunity. Out to Stuckey. Plenty of space. And Winslow pulls it down.
He's really lacking in confidence out there. 0 field goals made so far in this game.
That's good.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense has given him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
Indiana moving it around. It's stolen by Stoudemire. And here's Johnson outside. No good. Pacers trail by 10. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. The drive by Hill. Second shot opportunity, and it's blocked.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The Heat have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
And that just has to improve, guys. I mean, the free throw shooting is something that has to get better. You're immediately putting yourself at a disadvantage when you shoot that poorly from the line.
The Pacers making a change here. Ellis is checked in. Now here's Stuckey. Not a lot of room. Looking to end his cold spell. And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
You know, there's no fear out of him, guys. I mean, going straight to the hoop against a much bigger defender, he's got a lot of heart.
Down low. It's tipped. Turner with the steal. The shot will not go. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of up.
And now, let's hear it for yours.
Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. Here's Money. On the floor for Miami. Deng and Bosch, your small and power forwards. Mr. Clutch out there with Money, and it's the Bulldozer in at the center.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Ellis dishes to George. Back to Ellis. Three-pointer. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his third assist on the night.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Here's the bulldozer. Rebound by Mahimi. Mahimi's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Inside, here's George. Add another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
Well, they were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. That's costly.
And at this stage of a tight game, the tired legs really start to show. A defense becomes vulnerable if you can continue to pound it inside.
Here's the bulldozer. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Puts it up from 15. Ellis can't get that one to fall either.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. The 3 from Bosch. The Heat rebound. Here's Dang. Here's the bulldozer. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall. Pacers trail by 6. Allen kicks to Miles. There's the feed to Ellis. On the wing, George. The dish to Mahimi. Shot clock at 5. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Miami leading by 4. Ball, the pass to the bulldozer. And again, unable to change momentum here.
He's going to play his way right game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Miami's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Stolen by George. Here is Miles. He's covered by Deng. Feeds to George for 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. The Bulldozers got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Shot on the wing, and that one swishes right in. The Bulldozers got 13 points in the second half. Pacers trail by 6. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Ellis can't get it to go.
Nice little lead they're enjoying here, and they deserve it with all the work they put in on the glass.
Yeah, the effort and the aggression really favors them thus far. They've completely dominated the backboard.
Back to George. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. Ellis has got 4 assists now tonight.
Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you're better off sending them to the free throw lines than to have them get that good a look.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Well, guys, I was able to listen in on what Eric Spoelstra was going over with his team in that last huddle. He was absolutely adamant, saying, don't let them off the hook. Let's keep our foot on the pedal and keep doing the things that have gotten us here this far. We're almost home.
All right, Doris, thanks.
Great opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation from the 3.
And it's Miami with the rebound. The Bulldozers got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Steps back and shoots. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And that's now 18 points for Money.
You know, a good job by the defender of not getting fooled by the step back, but he still got the shot to fall.
And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Those are the kinds of plays that win you games. I mean, really savvy D, and give him credit for looking to go straight up court with it. No hesitation.
And that could be the KO right there.
Mahimi dishes to Hill. Out of bounds, Miami takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Turner's checked in for the Pacers. The Heat leading by 11. Here's Money. Inside, here's the bulldozer, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Here's Allen, and it's sent back by Bosch.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the game. I mean, the rebounding has been very one-sided.
Yeah, and they've been on the winning end. I mean, effort is one thing you can always control in addition to attitude. I would credit this lead to force of will.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down.
Allen, that's good.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Miami's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Out left to the wing, and that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
It's stolen by Hill. He feeds it to George. Miami grabs the miss.
Great-looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot.
Here's Ellis, and a missed layup.
And he's clearly just disappeared here this quarter, not making any contributions here with his offense.
And, Greg, it's been hard to watch. I mean, you can see his frustration. He's actually looking forward to the end of this period so he can have a fresh start for the next one.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
Dang against George. Pass to Hill. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Turner. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. And that's now 11 points for Miles Turner.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
Here's Money. He's guarded by Hill. Here's Ball. That three off the mark.
And that's an important rebound, especially on a night where the board work has not been their best.
But they're still in this one, fellas. Can they pump it up a notch here in the clutch?
The bulldozer passes today. Here's Mr. Clutch. He's guarded by Hill. And the pass to Mr. Clutch. 6 on the shot clock. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Here's the three. Ellis with some nice D. And it's Indiana's ball. Trailing here by 8. And George, here we go. Some solid defense from Bosch. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Deep two from Hill. And that one comes up a bit short. And they're moving it up. There's the lob to the hoop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and you can see right there why he does. You know, he might be small for a center, but it doesn't really matter because he can jump out of the building.
And the Pacers call time here. What do you think, guys?
You know what? You can talk all you want, but I just don't see a scenario that's going to get them back in it.
Yeah, who knows what he's drawing up in there, maybe working on a play for down the road in another game, but whatever it is, it's too late for this one.
And so it's Miami winning this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
Chris.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Let's take a look now as we give our nod to our Jordan Player of the Game. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge, and the impact carried them through the entire game. Shaq, what'd you like about his game?
Well, this win was really, really needed, and he went out and he got it for them. They lost 2 in a row coming in, and dropping a third straight would have been very, very rough. But he took it upon himself, took it right to the ship as he always does. Great performance and a great time to deliver.
His field goal percentage was excellent, up over 60%. This was a player in total control of his game. He didn't try to do too much.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports.